Howdy folks, Sapper here, aka Sean, and we're bringing you some more Zombicide. I believe this is part 5. And as you can see on the board here, different camera angle, trying to change things up a little bit. There is a lot of zombies on the board and very few survivors. In fact, there's only 2 left, and you can see the orange and the red figure there in the middle of the streets. They got a couple runners coming at them. And then just hordes upon hordes of normal zombies. And if you can see right here, you got the Abomination. I really don't think, like, the Abomination didn't appear till almost the end. And, like, the Abomination's pretty tough to get rid of. It's the toughest zombie. But honestly, I don't think that's the one that we need to worry about right now. It's the army of other zombies that I think we need to, that's going to end up getting us. So if you look over here to the left, you can see that we have 4 of the objectives. Those are the red cubes, and then we have the gray pawn, which represents the canned goods that we possess. We still need to get 2 objectives, and then we need to find the white pawn happens to represent rice, the blue pawn happens to represent water. And those cards, the way we find those is when we search buildings, and then we have our item deck that we flip a card over when we search a building, and if it happens to be rice, or it happens to be water, or it could be a weapon. I've turned over a lot of weapons, which I don't need anymore. I think I've got a nice little arsenal between the 2 guys, and the arsenal's not what I need anymore. It's the food and the water, the rice and the water that I need. So we'll probably be undone looking for stuff. So with all that being said, let's get down to it. So I think it's Josh's turn. I'm not quite sure. It's Josh or Ned's turn. Sometimes I forget to advance the 1-player marker. So actually, we'll go ahead and we'll move it to Ned. And we'll assume that I forgot to advance the marker, which is probably a really, really good assumption. So Ned goes first. Let's look at their cards real quick. So these are our 2 dead heroes, or survivors, or whatever you want to call them. So we have got Ned. He is in the yellow danger zone, so that means he gets his free search action, plus he gets an extra action. And then he has 5 items. He's got a scope, which you need a rifle to put the scope on, then it becomes a sniper rifle. So I haven't found a rifle. I have a chainsaw, baseball bat, sawed-off shotgun, and the canned food. He is, it looks like, 4 experience points away from moving into the orange. So that's killing 4 zombies, basically, or getting one of these tokens. Those are objective tokens. They don't specify what exactly they are. And then it looks like Josh he is 2 zombies away from being in the orange. All right, he has the slippery skill and +1 action. He has a submachine gun, a crowbar, sawed-off shotgun, and a pistol, and he has 1 wound. 1 more wound and Josh is dead. So characters are only allowed to have 1 wound. And you can see that all his inventory slots are filled up. These 2 right here on the bottom are the weapons that he currently has in his hands. So if he wants to switch the submachine gun, he has to use an action to switch around his inventory. Same thing with Ned. So I guess you can kind of think of these items in the back, not the wounded token, but these items in the back, they're like in a backpack or something like that, and he has to spend the time to find it or to get it out of the backpack. So there we go. That is what's going on. So let's move these off the board. So one of the 2 objectives is here, and one of the 2 objectives is way over there. So we're probably not going to get to that one because there's no way we're going to fight our way through that mass right there. So the path of least resistance looks like it is down this avenue, and there's only 1 door into this building, which happens to be there. So what stands in the way? We have 3 runners, 3 walkers, and the Abomination. I think So the abomination, you need a damage value of 3. I don't know. So you have to have, so if you look at our weapons here, for example, so the damage value, this is the damage value. So the damage value of a chainsaw is 2. So I need a weapon that does 3 damage. I can't get 2 consecutive hits with a chainsaw that add up to 4. That doesn't count. So you need a weapon that actually does 3 damage. And I don't believe that anybody has a weapon that does that. Let me look real quick. Let me look through the discarded weapons. It looks like I found water at one time. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it was the girl that died, Amy. Amy probably had the water, and it doesn't really say when a person dies that their equipment's dropped in the space that they were on when they died. So I think because there's water in the trash, so Amy was probably the one carrying it. So, but back to the weapons. We'll go ahead. We'll look in the equipment deck real quick and see. Oh, that water at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle this, but I want to see if there's a weapon in here that has a 3 damage value. Flashlight. I don't know what that does. A rifle. Bag of rice, shotgun water. Yeah, I don't see anything that has a damage value of 3. Yeah, there's nothing in there with that. Let me see. Is there anything that you can craft like the Molotov cocktail? Because if you have the glass bottle and then you have gas, you can make a Molotov. Improved weaponry. Molotov cocktail. Discard a glass bottle and a gas card to take a Molotov card. Discard the Molotov to terminate everything in the targeted zone, even other survivors and the abomination. So somewhere, there it is right there. Oh, there's the special Molotov card. So it can be thrown up to 1 hex away, or 1 hex. There's my wargaming roots again. 1 square away. Special dice. What's that? The number that you need to roll, and then of course damage a lot. So I guess the Molotov is the only thing. Here, let me shuffle these cards since I looked through them. The Molotov is the only thing that can take out an abomination. That seems kind of, I don't know. Looks like the deck is kind of stacked against the player, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of running from the abomination. But the problem being is there's nowhere to run because there's just so many zombies. So let me finish up. Let me shuffle this real quick. All right, done shuffling. So it is Ned's turn. What's he gonna do? Well, we need to... These stupid runners, man. If they were normal zombies, I could... No, I couldn't even do that. I think Ned's dead, baby. Ned's dead. Well, he's not dead. We can take out these zombies, but the more actions we spend on killing zombies is less actions we can spend on trying to create distance between us and these zombies. And I think creating the distances is how you do this, right? You got to just keep far enough away to where you don't get into that situation. It's getting kind of difficult to do that. So we'll chainsaw. That's 5 dice. A runner. Ooh, that's a miss. You don't get misses with the chainsaw very often. You need a 5 or better. So that's 1 action. All right, there's 2 actions. And we will do a 3rd action. A 3rd chainsaw. Man, missed again. Welp. So that was 3 actions. Well, let me give him an experience point. 3 actions. I think this is probably done. We're done here. So it will cost me 2 actions to move forward because there is a zombie here. So for every zombie in your square, it costs you an extra action. I have 2 actions left, so I'm going to move because we need to get away from this over here, even though this is getting ready to run into us. In fact, there's a runner right there, so this is definitely not good. So now it's Josh's turn. Josh is going to sawed off. So that's 2 dice, need a 3 or better. Got him. Too bad that's not 2 hits, but whatever. All right, so that's 1 action. That's 2 actions. I will crowbar because I have to reload my shotgun. The sawed off, you actually have to reload. So that was 2 actions. Shooting and then moving. So then the third action will be crowbar. Need a 4 or higher. Missed. He's got 1 action. He's got 1 action left. Let's crowbar again. And that's a miss. So this is probably it right here. I see this being the end. This is the end, my friend. So now it is the zombie phase. Yeah, this is going to be the end because this runner will attack. So a character can only have 2 wounds on it. Josh already has a wound. So that 1 wound that the zombie runner does will go to Ned. And then when a zombie hits you, which is something I haven't been doing because I've forgotten about it, but when a zombie hits you, they remove an item from you. It's like they swipe it off you. So we will lose the scope since I don't really have a rifle anyway. So the wound marker goes there where the scope was. So that is 1 action for him. I don't know. Let me see if... I think the runner can only move and attack. I don't think it can do both attacks. I'm just going to say that the zombie can only do... It has to select 2 different actions. One of them being the move and one of them being the attack. Since he was already there, he did the attack move, and he can't do anything else. Basically, it's just going to prolong the game 1 more turn, right? I could do the 2 swipes because this one, he will get there. That's 1 action. Then he will attack. So he's going to kill one of the 2. Which one do I want dead? I'll just say it's Josh. Josh got killed by that runner. All these zombies move in. We've got 1, 2. I'm not even going to bother spawning zombies this time because it doesn't matter. So, abomination. 1, 1, 1. He already moved, so we'll go here. And then let's just do that. These zombies are tripping all over each other. There's so many of them that they're just stumbling all over each other. And as you can see, Ned's got 4 actions next turn. And he can only kill 4 zombies. So there are 5 zombies in his current square. So he can kill 4 of those. One of them will survive, and he'll be able to do the last wound. And even if he could kill all 5 of those, he wouldn't have any movement points left, and you have a runner which could just run in and kill him. So it looks like our survivors just weren't good enough. The last hope of humanity is now over, and it looks like the zombies will rule the earth. Anyway, hey, I enjoyed playing this. I got to figure out what I want to do next. I don't think I want to do Zombicide again. I hadn't played the game before. It's my first time playing it. I think it's a nice, light little game. It's fun to solitaire. I think it would be fun with a group of people as well. But you can't take it too seriously. You gotta know going into it that it's going to be difficult. And I think this is one of the harder scenarios. Anyway, let's look. Let's see what. Yeah, if we look at this scenario, so this is scenario 1, city blocks, and it says it's hard. So, and it definitely was not easy. You know, just because you have 4 spawn points. You know, the spawn points at each, so there's going to be zombies coming in from every direction. And yeah, it's definitely difficult. Maybe it would be a little bit easier with more survivors. So it says it's 4+ survivors. So maybe with, I think 6 come in the box. I want to say 6 are in the box. Yeah, we've got these guys in the box too. So that guy's a terrible color. He looks. They could have picked a different color for that guy, so he stands out. But there's a total of 6 survivors in the box. So maybe that would have been a little bit easier with 6 to do that. But again, not a bad little game. Now I need to think about what I want to play next. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope everybody's staying safe and doing good things out there. And until next time, Sapper, aka Sean, out.